When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. And then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
Did you ever look at the stains in your coffee cup and then realize that's exactly what happens to your teeth? Power Swabs is the 5-minute solution to get your teeth white without visiting the dentist. This is Ben Gordon with Power Swabs, and if your teeth are stained from coffee, tea, or smoking, all it takes is 5 minutes with Power Swabs. In 5 minutes, you'll see an average of 2 shades whiter teeth, and in 7 days, 6 shades. It's clinically proven to whiten natural teeth as well as caps and veneers. The secret is a tooth detergent that was developed by Dr. Martin Ginniger that lifts stains off of your teeth. Best of all, there's no messy strips or trays that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you're done. To try Power Swabs risk-free, call 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140. I guarantee your bright white smile will have your friends talking about how great you look. Try it risk-free today. 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-595-2614 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 595-2614 to take your call now. Call 800-595-2614. That's 800-595-2614. Again, 800-595-2614.
The following letters were written by our troops.
My dear fellow Americans, I truly appreciate your support. I was starting to wonder if people had forgotten about us over here, but then one of my buddies showed me this website, and now as tears are streaming down my face, I can see for sure that you haven't. Private Emily B., U.S. Army.
It's so heartwarming to see the American people not letting the men and women of the armed forces be forgotten. Your letters make a group of grown men, battle-hardened and gruff, act like a bunch of kids around a Christmas tree. Thanks. Staff Sergeant Matthew H., U.S. Army.
Your support may be the most important thing our troops can carry with them. But don't take our word for it. Take theirs. To show your support, visit americasupportsyou.mil. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Defense and the Ad Council.
When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. And then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. We leave no warrior behind. Wounded Warrior Project is a non-profit organization created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war. Whether those scars are physical or mental, we're here to make sure that they heal. And whether it's helping those with post-traumatic stress disorder live a normal life again, or giving much-needed support to injured warriors in veterans' hospitals. Because no one deserves our help more than the men and women who risk their lives to keep us safe. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Zinc Media. Feel the power of knowledge.
Welcome. It is I, your lovable host, Rod, coming to you live from my bunkerized home studio somewhere within the great granite state of New Hampshire, where the state motto is still, live free or die. It is not big government or bust. The number that you can call this evening and every evening is toll-free 603-835-3224. Again, that's 603-835-3224. Go ahead and give a buzz. If you hear or notice a slight uptick in my excitement level, then you would not be incorrect. Today was a very interesting day as far as politics is concerned. I had a couple of good pieces of news for freedom and liberty. Something that's a little surprising is also starting to happen and come forth from a surprising area, and we'll get to that. And the speaker apparent has come out blisteringly scathing Boehner's deal with Obama. We'll get into that. But first of all, it looks like maybe, possibly, I'm keeping my fingers crossed here, just a little bit of hope is poking through. And I told you guys it's not time to panic yet. I would tell you when it's time to panic. I told you it was not time to lose hope. I would tell you that when hope is lost, when all hope is lost. And all hope is not lost. Especially when we at least have the GOP talking about this and actually trying to move to do this. Folks, this particular piece of news is just, it's exciting. It should be exciting to every single American, including all you wonderful liberals out there who are listening. And not a single one of you, not a single person should be against this. And I'm talking liberals too. Why? Because, look, if the IRS is able to get away with what the IRS has been able to get away with these past 6 or 7 years against conservatives, how would you like it, liberals, when someday there is a conservative or GOP president, and he turns the tables on you, and does what apparently does to you what apparently has been done to conservative groups and Tea Party groups and conservative people these past 6 or 7 years. You're not going to like it. You're going to be screaming bloody murder. The point is that the IRS should not be used for political gain purpose whatsoever. And I totally agree we should get rid of the IRS, actually. I know it's not going to happen, not within my lifetime, most likely. But we do need to curtail its power. We do need to totally and completely revamp the IRS. We do need to totally and completely revamp the tax code. There's no such thing as a fair tax, by the way. I'm not going down that road again. I've already explained myself on that. And I know some of you people out there are really into this fair tax, and I'm telling you that fair tax crap is BS. Not fair. And it's dangerous. Yes, it's nothing. You might as well just call it what it is. It's a national sales tax, and it's bullshit. I'm going to put it out there plainly. I've had time to look at the different, the flat tax and the fair tax and this tax, and I'm telling you, I've done my research, and I have some pretty close friends who are really, really behind this, and they've been trying to convince me for years that this is the way to go. And I have read about it. I have watched videos about it. I have heard about it. I know a lot about it, and I'm telling you, what you guys think that it is not what it's going to be. And the fair tax is not fair, and it's bullshit. Excuse my French. Plain and simple. But with that said, and I know I just pissed off a lot of people on the fair tax side. Look, I've made it clear many times before why I disagree with the fair tax. I've heard all the arguments. Oh, but Rod, we get rid of every... No, we're not going to get rid of every single other tax. That's just not going to happen. And if you think, I've heard different numbers. Oh, yeah, we can have a national sales tax of 10%, maybe 15%. I've heard some of you out there supporting a 25% fair sales tax, national sales tax. I mean, are you out of your mind? Well, it's going to reduce the cost in other areas because there won't be taxes. No, that's BS, because there's going to be other things that they don't call taxes that are going to be government fees that they're going to have to be tacked on to all this stuff. Look, I've analyzed it all. The fair tax isn't fair, and it isn't going to work. And frankly, all you got to do is just look up north and see what happened up their national sales tax. They still got all these other taxes. The fair tax is not fair. It isn't going to remain fair. It's not going to solve our overtaxation issue. See, the problem is that even you fair tax people, you seem to think that our government needs to spend $3 trillion every year. That's the main problem. And our government does not. But anyway, on to the IRS. The House GOP begins impeachment against the IRS chief. Now, even just that headline from the Washington Times should be enough to make people dance, jump up and down for joy and dance in the streets. Well, if it actually happens and the man is actually impeached, we could call that a holiday, I guess. But the very fact that the GOP is actually getting some brass kahunas to even let this out of the bag, that this is what they want to do, this is what they're suggesting, this is what they're going to try to do, that is huge. That's a huge step forward. House Oversight Committee Chairman Jason Chaffetz, how do you pronounce it? Chaffetz. Began the impeachment process against IRS Commissioner John Koskinen. How do you pronounce his name? Koskinen. Koskinen. earlier today, accusing him of misleading the public and destroying documents that were being sought under a congressional subpoena. Now, this stuff has been